Do you want to start Google Adsense Arbitrage with native ad? In this video, I'm going to be showing the place you need to buy cheap native ad traffic and send it to your Google Adsense website and start making money. So I've dropped a lot of video about using native ads to do Google Adsense Arbitrage, but the problem is that most of you don't have $100 to fund immediately. Like example, before you start native ad traffic with ref content, MGID or Tabula, you need to fund $100. But this platform that I'm going to disclose today, you're going to be using $48 or $50 to start native ad arbitrage, which you can be able to buy cheap native ad traffic and send it to your Google Adsense. And so if it's the first time coming across to my channel, make sure you subscribe and turn the notification bell, and also help me to smash the like button on this video so YouTube will find it more interesting to pull it off to other people that is interested to watch anything concerning Google Adsense arbitrage. So I'm going to be disclosing the platform where you buy the cheapest traffic and make a lot of money from your Google Adsense. Okay, before I disclose the platform where you're going to buy the cheapest native ad traffic to increase your Google Adsense earning, let's talk about the content template that is going to work. If you have been following me up in my YouTube channel where I talk about arbitrage, because I teach basically about SEO, and also I have some content within making money and Google Adsense arbitrage, you're going to understand there's one thing I call viral content. Let's first of all make it very clear to you and show you guys the sample of viral content before we talk about buying the cheapest traffic. So if you look here, this is the example of viral content. So if you really want to run arbitrage with native ad, you need a viral content, which I'm going to show the example, and this is what it's going to look like. Top 30 most beautiful women in the world. This is example of viral content, and if you look very closely here, you're going to see this platform, this website is using their method to increase their Google Adsense earning. So if you have watched some of my previous video, which I'm going to link in the description of this video, so you're going to understand the meaning of this next button. This next button will increase the page views of your particular content. You can easily convert one content to 15 page views, so one person can give you more than 15 page views. So if you also want to learn about native ad arbitrage, you can easily check the description. You're going to see my contact for consultation or mentorship, or you enroll in my course so I can be able to teach you what it takes for you to use native ad to start arbitrage. Okay, now since you have already understand the concept of native ad, but if you still feel it that you don't really understand about native ad and you really want to understand the type of content to use in terms of running native ad, come over to this video, which is profitable arbitrage campaign, this particular video, or you go for this one. We have a lot of video that we have already talked about in this channel that is all about native ad, using a viral content to run native ad traffic to send it to website that have Google Adsense to increase our earning. So if you look very closely here, these are the type of content you can easily use in running native ad arbitrage to make it more profitable, and using this next button will make it more profitable, so your return on investment will be very high. So enough of this, let's go over to the platform, and I'm going to review the platform and show you guys how to fund and also how to run a campaign on that platform to buy the cheapest traffic, which you can be able to send to your Google Adsense website and increase the earning. Let's go. The name of the platform is what they call Click Ad Dealer. So we're going to be buying traffic from here, but first of all, we need to fund our account before we start creating campaigns. Since I've already shown you guys the type of content that is really working, you don't need to come over to Click Ad Dealer and start buying traffic without knowing the type of content that is really working. So first of all, understand the concept, the type of content that is really working. So if you have already watched some of my few videos, you're going to understand how to use these free snipe tools to see the type of native ad content that really work in terms of running Google Adsense arbitrage if you really want to increase it. So but if you still feel lost and you want more information about how to go about it, you can easily contact me for consultation or enroll in my mentorship. So you're going to understand how to start arbitrage with native ad, and this is the safest way to buy cheapest traffic, which is going to convert very well. So if you look over to this click ad dealer, we're going to click the ad fund section. Okay, and there's so many payment gateways you can use. You can use Coinbase, you can use Bitcoin, you can also use your card, and you can also use wire transfer, Capitalist, you can use it. So in this case, let's choose card. So if you choose card, that means you're going to be funding with our card, and this is the reason why I like this platform is that you're going to be funding with only $49. Some ad platform that give you opportunity to buy native ad traffic are going to be charging you $100 above. As I mentioned, Taboola is not going to charge you less than $100. So for you to fund in Taboola, MGID, and other ref content, other platform, you need to fund what they call $100 before you can be able to start running arbitrage. So once you just fund your account, the next thing we're going to do is to start creating campaign, which I'm going to show how to do that. So click on this create campaign. Once you click on create campaign, you're going to see different campaigns. You're going to see pop under interstitial, banner, in-app, push, video, and others. But please, we're going to choose only native ad. Example of native ad. I'm going to also show the example of native ad. Let me show it so you guys will not feel confused, because native ad is one of the best ad format that is going to give you genuine traffic, is going to convert. Once you are using the viral content which I just showed here, you're going to make a lot of money for yourself, and one user will end up giving you about 30 page views or even 50 page views. So let me show you an example of native ad in one particular website. So okay, to do that, okay, these are example of native ad. These are example of native ad, and if you keep on scrolling, you're going to see native ads. And native ad traffic are mostly genuine traffic. It's not like pop under, push notification traffic. Native ad traffic is one of the best quality traffic you can be able to use to run Google Adsense Arbitrage and increase your earning. So if you look over here, you're going to see how to get rid of whatever. If you click it and open it now, this website is running arbitrage to this content. Okay, it's going to open up. Now if you look here, you're going to see that this is the content here, this is the content, this is the content. These are what arbitrage content. So they're using this format to run arbitrage to their content. And remember, I want to also disclose one particular secret. This is what they call premium ADS. I'm going to be discussing about premium ADS in my next video, because we have Google AdSense, we also have people who are partnering with Google. So most of the premium ADS do pay for impression. Okay, they do pay for impression most time. So now if you look very closer, this is the type of content that is meant for Google AdSense Arbitrage. More you scroll down, more one person may even end up giving up to 7 to 10 page views. So calculate it, 3,000 people are going to give more page views depending on how you set up your content. But if you really want to understand the concept of viral content, it's better you just contact me in the description of this video. So you're going to see my contact to enroll in my mentorship or consultation to understand viral content concept. So this is just the example. So since we're going to be choosing native ad, let's come back to here. We're going to be choosing native ad. So we're going to also choose the ad placement. That should be native ad. That's what we want. Now the next thing we're going to do is to give our campaign a name. We can give it let's just leave it with texting, and you can group your campaign if it's choice. Okay, you can group your campaign. Now here is what we are going to be paying, where you need to choose your price model. don't choose CPM. We're going to be choosing cost per click, which is CPC. So our cost per click, since we are going to be targeting USA, we can leave it in something like this. Let me check if we're going to go for something bigger. Okay, we can leave it like this if we're going to be targeting USA. Okay, you can change different bidding. Okay, it's just all your own. Let's say, for example, depending on what you want. If you need the best result, choose a best price. Okay, optimize it very well. So the next thing we're going to do here, we don't need to select anything. Okay, now the next thing we're going to do again is to select if it's the category of the traffic. Since we're sending it to Google AdSense website, please don't choose adults, choose mainstreaming. Mainstreaming is just a good traffic that don't have adult traffic. Now once we choose the mainstreaming, okay, we're going to go continue, and this is the place we're going to choose the country. Please choose depending on the country you are targeting and the type of content, viral content you are going to serve. So if the viral content we're going to serve is only going to be based on USA people, please target only one country. So each campaign should have one country. It will help you to get massive or a kind of a massive conversion, because if you choose one country, you will know the country that is suited for that content. Most converting country, you can pause other campaign and focus on the country that really convert on the campaign. So the region, we have to leave it all region. You don't need to choose either California, Texas, other country like the region, New Jersey and other places. So in that case, we're going to choose the connection type, leave it all connection type. So even though somebody on Wi-Fi, they can also see our campaign and go into it. So in the device, I would advise you to choose mobile and tablet. Okay, don't choose desktop unless you can create mobile for this copy and go back again and create desktop for this same copy. Now the device vendor, please, you can just leave it on or select all. You should not give them device model. You can leave it all, whether it's iPhone, whether it's Samsung or whatever. Now the browser, this is very important. Let me just check it out. So the browser, just choose Chrome and Firefox. Safari, you can choose Safari. These are the three browsers that I can recommend. Now the language, since our content we are targeting is English, okay, choose only English spoken country, because USA is speaking English and the content you are serving them is under English language. So that's just it. The next one again is operating system. You can choose whether Mac or whatever. I can leave this one, or you can also select all. That's fine. You can also leave this one and select all if you want, depending. Okay, the next one is we've already choose these things. We have already choose Chrome, Firefox, Safari, and this is just it, some of the things we choose. Now we're going to click continue. Now, for example, I would advise you to engage in conversation with the people who are controlling this platform. If you engage in a conversation with them, you can easily tell them to give you, like, they should whitelist your account to be arbitrage account, because most times there is a lot of publishers that have junky traffic that will end up clicking on your campaign, and it will lead to ad limit or whatever. So if you need a quality traffic, I would advise you to engage in a conversation with the support and tell them they should whitelist your account only for arbitrage, that you don't need a junky traffic, and also tell them you are ready to spend $10,000 in running campaign if they can be able to blacklist a list of publishers that don't have high traffic. That's just the game there. So you're going to click continue and just money and limit by click. Okay, so once you're done with this, you just click your campaign. There's nothing much here to do again. You can leave your selection value of impression to be unlimited. Remember, we're working with CPC, where we want people to click before we pay them. They need to take action before we pay them, and this is the simplest way to create an arbitrage arbitrage native ad, which is very cheap, using $49 to fund your account and start running. White Tabula charge over $100, but this platform charge lower than $100, which everybody needs to start running native ad. And this is one of the sweetest part where you can start buying traffic, and this is the most safest way to get a good traffic that is going to convert to Google AdSense. See you guys in my next video. Peace.